Black Stars, they do what they want to. So, if you gas yourself up and get too excited, they can bring you down. Yeah, they can bring you down from the high of expectations and all of that. So yesterday, going into the game, I was like, whatever they'll give us, we'll take.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then you don't get vim like that.
No, I was not too excited ahead of the game.
Wow.
Because consistency is one thing this team has struggled with. Also, when things go south, as a friend of mine likes to say, when it rains, it pours.
It pours.
When things go bad for the Black Stars, they tend to spiral over very quickly.
Right.
So, and after that strange performance against Chad, it was difficult for me to be too optimistic, also because of the gains Mali have made. But they understood the assignment and they got the job done. Yesterday, the objective was simple. Just win. Yeah, just win. And they managed to secure that. But of course, there are issues for us to talk about. There are conversations to be had about the sustainability of the manner in which the game was won. Otuado's approach, because we've seen this before. In fact, it's not just the fans, but Tom Saintfiet, the manager of Mali. You know, he once upon a time was interested in the Ghana job. Charlie, the guy, each time he gets the opportunity to speak about Ghana, it's like a man in love. Yeah, like he speaks about Ghana in glowing terms. Look, yesterday, the Black Stars have just beaten your team and effectively ended your chances of making it to the World Cup. And he came to sit in the press conference, and the first thing he said was to praise the Ghanaian fans and the atmosphere they created inside the stadium. Look, I was like, yo, Tom, get over this. But yeah, I asked him if he was surprised by Ghana's approach to the game and how the Black Stars set up sitting deep for 90 minutes of the game. And this was his response.
It showed that they were afraid of us. They played with 5 people. We knew they played against Madagascar, also with 5 in the back. They won, I think, 3-0 that game. But we expected Ghana what would be more offensive. If you have the power of Semenya, Adu, Kudus, Williams, and all the attacking wingbacks, you could punish us in the first half with very offensive play at home, get the public behind you. That was our thought. I thought Ghana will start very aggressive attacking football against us to kill us in the first 15 minutes at home, for sure, after the not so good performance against Chad. So I was surprised that they started a little bit conservative with 5 people in the back. And so we had to adapt in it. We didn't expect it.
Yeah, he says Ghana were afraid of Mali. And that's why Otuado set up with 5 defenders. But after Tom Saintfiet had his turn, Otuado also faced the media. And he gave a very interesting reply to Tom Saintfiet. And he says, in the end, he got the win.
Yeah, so this is football. You know, sometimes you have to switch the tactics. I knew that they needed to win. So we played a little bit more defensively, and we had good headers in our team because we had 3 tall defenders. And yeah, at the end, this is his opinion. It's okay, I understand. And I had my tactics, or we had our tactics, and we decided well, I think, because what's most important is the 3 points, and we got it, and that's fine.
Yeah, that was Otuado speaking there. Look, one of Ghana's standout performers on the night was the man who was making his debut, a man who got a call-up only on Thursday night. His name is Kwesi Sibo. He plays for Real Oviedo in the Spanish La Liga. After the game, there were a lot of glowing tributes for the shift he put in, including from the manager, Otuado himself.
First of all, yeah, big congrats for him. I think he really did well. It's not easy to come from I said it before, from a different environment to fit in the squad. But yeah, he knows a lot of players already in the team, and he connected well. He's very, very confident, and yeah, I think he did really extremely well, especially when you see that this was his first performance. And yeah, he's a warrior throughout. You could see. I think for the future things will even get better. But like all players, his performance in this club will decide for his next caller, but the next window is so close that I'm pretty sure that he will be called again.
Yeah, so the Black Stars are now on 19 points, yeah, effectively ending Mali's chances of qualifying for the World Cup itself. Now, as to the manner in which they did it, Lexis, Mirabel says I should come back for the drive chat. So when we come back, I'll free my mind on the way we had, because Boga, we had to sit deep and defend our penalty box from the minute we scored until the game ended. Yesterday, I asked Otuado that, Boga, you and Gasa, you say the truth, because you've been here for a year and 7 months still. There is no consistency in the team. At what point can we begin to expect consistency, both in terms of performances and results? He didn't answer the question, but no lie. I'll answer the question for him on the drive chat. Today, there is a very interesting affair between Nigeria and South Africa. The game has actually kicked off, but the real juice is off the pitch. Nigeria are asking FIFA to sanction South Africa and dock them 3 points. Why? Because South Africa fielded an unqualified player in their game against Lesotho in March. Now, they won that game by 2-0, but a certain midfielder by name Teboho Mokoena should not have played. Now, per FIFA's regulations, if the team that is aggrieved, I beg your pardon, notices a situation like that, they have within 2 hours of the game and 24 hours after the match itself, after the post-match conference, to lodge a complaint to FIFA about the player. They would investigate the matter and then a verdict will be delivered. However, Lesotho did not exercise that option. But Nigeria also know that even though it be Lesotho way, then lose the match, no, they are disadvantaged because there are 6 points between the two countries as we speak. Now, they play today. If Nigeria win today, yeah, and the verdict from FIFA goes in their favor, and South Africa get docked 3 points and 3 goals, that means Lesotho will be declared winners of that game, South Africa will be declared losers, and they'll lose 3 points from their accumulated points. That would mean that they are level on points with South Africa. That is why, even though they are playing the football match, in fact, the game is about 8 minutes into it, their main focus is is in Switzerland. And what decision FIFA
They will focus and go and score the goals.
Charlie. So, yeah, but they are not the only team in action in the other African qualifying series for the World Cup. Sierra Leone, they have just beaten Ethiopia by 2-0 today. Burkina Faso are taking on Egypt. Egypt know if they win, they secure qualification to the World Cup. DR Congo also are drawing blank with Senegal. That game is 8 minutes into it. Togo have just scored against Sudan in that group. They lead by 1-0. 8 minutes into that game. And at 7 p.m., Mauritania will take on South Sudan. And in Group C, Zimbabwe lost to Rwanda earlier today. South Africa are drawing blank with Nigeria. And later tonight, Benin faced Lesotho. But Charlie, while Nigeria are worrying about South Africa, Benin could actually sneak in behind them and secure that second spot that will take them into the playoffs for the World Cup qualification. So they need to keep an eye on that one as well. Cape Verde also drawing blank with Cameroon in that game. Lexis, quickly before we go though, Thomas Tuchel is the England manager. You know, he talks a lot. Last year, while England were playing at the Euros, he was saying a lot about how the England manager is misusing Harry Kane, and Harry Kane is playing too deep. Well, since he took charge of the team, not much has changed in terms of Harry Kane's positioning and the heat maps after games. Well, they asked him ahead of today's game versus Serbia, and that's what he had to say.
I don't worry about Harry. Harry is ready to score in every game. It will always happen, and it happens in the modern game not only to Harry, that a number 9 who plays in and around the box and is then in the middle of the traffic, in the middle of a low block, 5-4-1, has not a lot of touches. I'm happy that he resists maybe the temptation to go into deep midfield to have some touches, because I want him in and around the box. This is his outstanding quality. He's our number 1 goal getter and our number 1 scorer, and this is where we want him to have. No worries about Harry and about his role. We will feed him, he will score. That's what he does, and will not stop.
Yeah, so that's Thomas Tuchel, who's the England manager, speaking there. That game is happening later today. Lexis, that will be all, but my friend B says I should give a shout. So
okay.
I am grudgingly doing it because of her colleagues who are also listening to the show.
Be nice.
Because this is my friend. She doesn't always look for me. Her name is Betty. She's at Lands Commission. I have some other friends be at Lands Commission.
Betty, dear, she's like that.
You know Betty.
Yeah, she's like that. She won't look for you.
So to my other friends at Lands,
I'm sure Betty wants to blast me right now.
Let's behave yourself. To my other friends at Lands Commission, Timothy Anidohu and then Mr. Datsun. All of you, good afternoon to you and to Betty as well. It's been a while. Get in touch.
Thanks a lot, Atsu.
Joy 99.7 FM.